Welcome back to Kiwi Farmer. For those of you that are new to us here, my name's Alistair Bird with my wife Genna and two daughters Millie and Georgia. We farm about 600 hectares here in North Canterbury, just out of Oxford, and farm sheep and beef. So it's Sunday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, done all the feeding out and lambing beat and everything else we've got to do for the day. So this job here is a fence that got wiped out after the floods in whenever they were, May, in Canterbury here. So a whole bunch of water came down here, backed up against the fence and flattened the fence. So we're just in the process of replaced a few posts and got to straighten everything back up again. We got in here with a digger a while ago and cleaned it all out. So now it's dried out, and Dad helped me ram a few posts in here when he was down the other day. So we'll just finish tying this off and move on to the next one. We've got two more to do. We kind of need to get this done because we're set stocking ewes starting this coming week, so it's all hands on deck. Just trying to get things tidied up before that. So what we're doing here is, because we just cut them to get the digger through here, we're just using these crimps to join them back up. So they're just a little thing like this, where you put each side of the wire in and then crimp it together. Crimp it together with a tool like this. So you put it in there and then squeezes them together and holds them tight. And then we're just twisting the ends around like that, to like that one there. So it's all nice and tidy, and then we've got a few more knots to do that will show you. So now we've got a bit more room. We had to replace this whole wire. We can do what I call a speed knot, because speed is everything. So what we do is we bring that end round twice, like that. Bring this one over, a couple of 3 wraps on this one to tie them ends together. Break that off, put a handle in this one. 1, 2, 3, one more, 4, break that off, and let that go, and pretty quick, pretty easy.
Quick and easy.
Speed knot.
I found this X on the ground. I made it! I'm going to dig it, see what's under it.
Mother.
Oh, do you think it'll be like Treasure Island? Oh, what's this? Have you killed someone and buried them here? Hey, Alfie. Alfie, where's your bone? You got one too. That.
One more wire to go.
So what would you say to people regarding things like fencing off waterways, when people say, why can't you just fence off waterways? Okay,
So a lot of our paddocks are going to become essentially uneconomic. So say you've got to fence this waterway off both sides, left and right. One on the left hand side goes to a really steep part of the hill, so you probably have to put the fence over the top of the hill. And then if you can't have stock in there, what do you do with it? Grow pine trees. And then on the right hand side you're left with like a hectare of between that and the lane. It's just, I mean, it can be done, you can do anything, but we just need money. So if the government are willing to subsidise us and pay for it, then yeah, we can fence the whole farm. But it's just going to cost 150 to 200 grand.
And I was just thinking about when regulations come in about water or environmental things, one of the trickiest things I think is actually deciphering them. And it's not because farmers are stupid, but it's like, okay, rules of water, for instance. I just said before, you know, there's a measurement. It's like if it's a metre wide, sometimes just deciphering what they're actually asking is a bigger job than what people realise, right?
Yep.
And it's not because we're stupid.
And no one comes and tells you what to do, they always come and tell you that you're doing it wrong.
Yep. Imagine that. Imagine doing your job every day and then suddenly there's a whole new set of rules. And it's almost a secret. You've got to find out what they are. And you don't know if you're doing your job right or not until someone tells you you're doing it wrong. Dear God. What are you doing, child? Gumboots aren't much good when the water goes up to your knees.
So here we've got a figure of 8, which is just a type of knot that we use to join two wires together. So one thing I learnt a long time ago when I started fencing was you never leave the tails hanging off, because they're going to get caught either by dogs climbing through fences or stock rubbing on them, or you walking along here trying to fix it when the grass is growing up. So what we do is we just wrap these around and break them off. So I'll show you here. Wrap it around, make a handle. 1, 2, 3 wraps. Twist it the other way, break it off. I'll show you again on this one. And we just use the claw or the hammer just to hold the knot level or together. So 1, 2, 3, twist, break it off. And there's completely no sharp edges, no nothing. So it's yeah, figure of 8. Yeah, so right, pretty much done this fence. We've got all the wires strained up. Just need to make a floodgate for where the creek goes through over there, and then bring the staple gun back and staple on some of these battens, just because I don't like using a hammer and staples when I can use a gun. So some of the gear that we use, so good old wire strainers, developed by Hayes years and years ago. These things are bought second hand actually out of fielding, so they've had a good use, but they still go strong. You can buy parts for them to replace.
Can you still buy them new?
Jaws. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I've got a couple of new sets here as well. Yeah, so wire strainers for straining up the wire, then the old spinning jenny here, which you just put your coiler wire on there, and then you pull that end and it unwinds it perfectly. As opposed to trying to lay it out by hand, it's just yeah, pushing shit uphill. What else do we use? Oh, the easy pulls, hammer, fencing pliers. Yeah, too easy. So shot home quickly, had a cuppa and got the baton stapler. So Delfast 3.1mm baton stapler, and it is awesome. Saves so much work. So I will set you up here and we'll show you how it works. So then the staples just come in picks. I think they're 10s. They just slide into the mag like that. Yep, awesome. So just like that, we've just stapled on 5 or 6 battens. It's a lot easier on the body, as you guys all know. Stapling on old dry battens by yourself is she's pretty hard yakka. So this thing is awesome. Right, we'll go have a look at the slip, the next fence to fix. Bugger. So here's our slip. It's come off the hill there, come down here and just wiped out this. We stretch a fence probably 10 metres or so between there and that post just there. So I think the best thing to do would be to cut it down the bottom here and just put new wires straight through and terminate it off this existing post here. Oh well, shouldn't be too bad. Right, about an hour later and we've got this slip all fixed up. So we've got our permanent wire strainers up this end, connected onto that post. I'm missing one, but I managed to find a couple in the slip because I didn't have enough. We've put some battens on there, resurrected that post, another couple of battens, used the tie down that was there, and then this old T-standard that I brought with me. Yeah. So that should keep the old girls in, hopefully. Right, and just one more slip to go. I've got to cart everything up to the side by side up there, but that's all right. Yeah, one more slip to go out the back, and I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do that because we've got, so we're carving, we've got vaccinations for the hill ewes that are going to get set stocked. We've got to shift some mobs down at the lease block, and then hopefully at the end of this week we'll be doing some tailing. So she's all go. That's why 6 o'clock on a Sunday night. You've just got to try and find the time to get this stuff done, especially this one-off stuff like this. So that's all good. Thanks for watching. Yeah, once again, hit that subscribe button. We're nearly at 100. That's pretty cool. And yeah, share it around. Tell anyone else who you think would like to see these videos. So, and yeah, anything you want to see, just drop it in the comments below. Really appreciate that. So, oh, fog's coming in. Right, Alfie, time to go home. You gonna carry the gear up the hill for me? No? No, you're not. Okay. Goodbye.